When you are starting physics at the grade 9, right, in ICSC or IB boards, so first thing you have to understand the motion and the Newton's law. So today's class I am going to focus on Newton's second law, which is very crucial for each and every step, when you are learning physics. So first thing, Newton's second law is that if you see here, force is defined with parameter F, P for momentum and T for time. So delta P means change in momentum and delta T means change in time. So there is a change in momentum happen with respect to change in time, and this caused by the applied force, or you can say the net force. So this is the very basic of Newton's second law. Like Newton's second law is saying that the force causing the change of momentum is the force, the net force, which is responsible for change of momentum. Now if you have more illustration on this, then Newton's second law will be like this. When you are starting physics, you are saying rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the force applied on it. Okay, so here let me introduce the parameters. M is the mass of the object, V is for initial velocity, U is for V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity. Like whenever you are having an object, let's say a football is rolling on the floor, right? So a running football, initially you can say U is the initial velocity, and when you kick the ball, so the ball will accelerate, it will gain the new velocity, that's called the final velocity. Okay, so if when you are kicking off a ball in the direction of the motion, its final velocity V will be greater than the initial velocity U. So change in velocity with respect to time is called the acceleration. Also, the mass and velocity form the physical parameter like momentum, the linear momentum. So also you can say the change in linear momentum with respect to the time is proportional to the force applied on the objects. And to more precise, we are saying the directly proportional to the force applied on it. And also the change of the motions or the change of the momentum will happen in the direction of the applied force. The same we can see in any like playing games like cricket and football and any other games. What you see that whenever the players are moving on, they are kicking up the ball, and it's when the force is applied in the direction of the motions, the ball is accelerating, and when in the opposite, when someone is trying to stop the ball, the force is applied opposite to the motions, the final velocity will be reduced. That we are saying the retardation. Fine. Okay, so next is that, so this is the formula. Now the K will be the constant here. So if you are saying that you are taking the unit mass and the acceleration will be unit, then for the unit force the K will be 1. So you can say F is equal to mv. So this is about the very basic of Newton's second law. Now I am going to one more slide for you. Okay, yeah. So this is about that. What I want to say, the P is the linear momentum. So rate of change of momentum is equal to the force applied on the object, right?